stars, and that's who we are. We are voices. There's nothing to fear. Explode in your rear. Feel our voices. Hey, good looking. Welcome back to Voice of the Republic. This is Ed.
This is Mike. You be looking at me and shit?
Oh, yo, let me speak on this. This is Carl.
Yo.
That's why I had to do Scott Hall, because either that or do the man.
Nice. Oh, man. Well, this is the part of the evening where we get a little personal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we got some stuff that's been going on with us, and we also have a bit of Republicomms that's calls from you, the listeners, the VOR public.
That's right. Do you know any other show that does that? No, probably, but we don't know of them. You might know of them, but we don't. So that's all matters to us.
Cool. But first, well, you want to start with that, or do you want to get into other stuff first?
Well, let's go ahead and just talk a little bit here, because we've had some stuff going on, and we've been so busy recently. We've been really show-oriented, topic-oriented. Get the show, because we only have an hour to get to, and we have so much stuff to talk about. But there's been stuff going on in real life that we just haven't had time to talk about. So.
Word.
Well,
cool. Well, something that's been pretty cool, pretty big, I guess, is our pal Mikey just did Orlando's MegaCon, because it's con season, people.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Doesn't it feel like con season never ends? Is it beginning to feel as though it never ends, this con season of ours?
The more you know what cons are happening, it's not, like just this past weekend was Emerald City.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people that went to that, so all the Twitter is just like, ECCCC, it's just a flood of Emerald City stuff.
Well, I think it's just gotten to the point that we can support that many conventions now. It used to be conventions were super small and very specific because there wasn't an audience for them. But now, if you look at it, like say if you go to Wizard Worlds, like to see they have a con in just about every major city now.
Yeah.
Like it's like every month they have a convention. It seems like where they're going to like Chicago, or they're going to New York, or they're going to Cleveland, or they're going to Columbus. Like I think we have 3 different Wizard Worlds just in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't tell the difference between any of them.
Yeah, I don't really follow. I mean, I'm not much interested in sorry, listeners, I'm not much interested in the Wizard World conventions, but there are it doesn't matter because there's so many other conventions to choose from in most cities.
Yeah.
Big and small.
That's correct.
So I mean, if you're getting the big guys rolling in like that, there's small ones there too. So.
Yeah. There's one in town here called DanCon. Like, it's at a hotel out in the burbs. It's run by a guy named Dan. He just wanted to have a convention in the burbs. DanCon.
And when you showed me that, I was like, dude, that's the convention for me. I want a convention named after a dude. It's like, who runs this thing? Dan.
And
right.
What's the content? Is it like?
Well, he pulls in. He gets artists that work here. There's several. A lot of mainstream guys and a couple indies, and they'll get tables. I mean, it's out in the burbs, so it's not going to be as expensive to set up there as like McCormick Place, some big convention center. You don't have any like Teamster things to worry about in Batavia or wherever this place is going down. It's just a couple rooms, so it's a lot more intimate, and it's just a little convention out in the burbs. There's probably not a lot of hype, so it's not crowded.
It specializes specifically in like Chicago creators, right? So it's like if like the artists or the writers from Chicago, that's pretty much like they invite people from Chicago to do it. Is my understanding, right?
Right. Yeah, it's going to be more local artists, if you can get there. So no, they're not really worried about bringing, God knows, anybody, like people in from New York or California. They're not flying there.
Yeah. It's just like whoever's around that weekend, like they'll show up.
Kind of, yeah.
But that's where the magic kind of happens. It's always yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I could see the appeal as a fan of, you know, you don't have to fight huge crowds just to get to see some of your favorite artists and get them to sign your books and stuff.
Right.
So that's kind of cool. Yeah.
So was there a huge crowd at MegaCon this year, Mike?
Yes, there was an enormous crowd. It was held in another building, in the building across the street. So there was much more of a cohesive feeling to the con itself. I believe they projected 75,000. I think we went way over, by 40,000. So it was crazy. Parking as a result and driving to the con on the big day, which is obviously Saturday, was nuts. And there were a lot of people kind of coming to my booth and saying, "Do you realize that I paid for a whole day of the con and I only got here at 2 o'clock because I spent 4 hours in traffic?" And I was being said so many times to me that I was getting the feeling, I was like, "Do you want me to prorate your ticket? Are you asking for money?" I don't know how to help you with this. And I did actually get to the point where I was like, you know what? There are people set aside, I was instructed to tell you, there are people set aside to speak with you at the information desk. So it's right over there. So go to the information desk and they will help you out with all your concerns.
You're just waiting for them to say, do you validate parking?
Yeah, because of course I do. I just take their parking ticket. And of course you get paid in full. Yeah. Give this man a back rub. It was a great show. It was really good turnout. A lot of Deep Space love. A lot of Deep Space disappointment.
Oh, really?
Yes, because it's taken me so long to complete, the story that I'm always working on. However, it is finished. It is in the can. It is in the Dropbox, waiting for a Mr. Piero to print it, which it will be printed and available. Issue 2 is now going to be available as an exclusive item at the Marble City Comic Con in Knoxville, Tennessee on the 11th of April, which I will be there with so much pride because this book is so beautiful.
I'm stoked. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I'm ready for it. My body's ready.
Your body's ready. You know what? I've been worried. I've been worried that your body wasn't going to be ready in time. No, it was cool. I have to tell you, I'm a little disappointed about the MegaCon show because Captain Jack from Doctor Who.
Yeah.
The
John Barrowman.
Yeah. And from Torchwood.
Mm-hmm.
He was there, and there's definitely a man crush happening. I'll admit it. It's only natural when the man in your crush is that beautiful.
It's pretty universally recognized, yes.
Yeah, it is, and I believe that every picture, every photograph I've seen of him posing with anybody, he's hugging them with passion.
Yeah.
He's on those sons of bitches. I think it's awesome. That was cool. There were a lot of people from that beloved Walking Dead. A lot of those guys were there, and everyone was going crazy for them, and tons of Disney princesses walking around, and I personally got to see some of my favorite people on the planet. Fans of Deep Space Tragedy.
That's right.
So I got to see a lot of those, and it was just a great show. I mean, what else can I say? I've said it a million times. I got to hang out with Mr. Joel Carroll, who does his thing, and I got to hang out with all my dear friends, that I love, who remain nameless for now.
Yeah, we don't need to know how you love them or how much.
Well, it sounds like it was a pretty good mix as far as a large convention like that goes.
It was. I'm really looking forward, Carl, to you coming and staying in my guest room and attending one of the shows, because I think you will have a good time. It is a circus. It's not as big as a big a circus as anything that would happen in Chicago, but it's
good
got
job
that,
on the accent.
Thank you. However, it has that Disney magic that I don't think Chicago's capable of recreating. It's got that special Orlando thing.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Every show has got its own feel, and MegaCon's always going to be in my heart.
Yeah, and from this show, I'm sick. So.
Con creds. Every time.
Always, kids. Wash your hands. Take your vitamin C's. Wear a condom. Come on.
Yeah.
Basic shit.
People walking around with like 5 condoms on their hands next time because of Ed.
Condoms on their hand. No, just the whole hand.
Swallow condoms. Just put them in your mouth and swallow them.
Yeah.
Because that's how those work, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It takes the crud and just makes a balloon. It's like whoop, just covers the crud and takes it right out the other end.
And then you just poop it out.
That's it.
Yeah.
It goes out.
Right, but no, what you should do is unroll it first and put the base end in. You swallow that end first, so it's like a big fish, like a sturgeon, bottom-feeding catfish that's going to clean you out, like going that way. If you put it this way, nothing's going to happen. It could live in your bowels forever. So.
Oh, I have to tell you that it reminds me of something, but puts me off on a tangent. The other day, okay, let's see. The other day I was watching not Family Guy. I was watching American Dad, I think it was. It was a television show, and it was brought to you by condoms. And it was like, put them on, and then realize you have it on wrong, so take it off, turn it around, and put it on properly. They would tell you how to use them, and that's how you do. Because I don't think I've ever put one on right the first time.
Thank you.
There's that. However, that reminds me of something that Mr. Carl had been posting, and he posted, and I never said anything because I wanted to talk to you about it, and I don't want to commandeer the end of the show, and this can't run over. We don't have much time.
Nope.
But Carl's been watching Rick and Morty.
Oh, yeah. I finally got into it. I finally made the dive in, and it's honestly like we're in a golden age of cartoons right now because we got Family Guy and Simpsons, so even like at the lowest common denominator end, you got some really cool stuff going on. And then you have like shows like Archer and Rick and Morty, and it's just Bob's Burgers, such good cartoons right now. And Rick and Morty is just this nihilistic cartoon where it looks like it's going to be like a boy and his grandpa having adventures, and it just turns out that like life is shitty. And this cartoon just like revolves around like life being shitty. Like the best joke is this: he's sitting there at the breakfast table and he's making a little robot, and then he like makes the robot. It's like, what is my purpose? He's like, go get my butter. And he's like, bring some butter. He's like, then later on, he's like, what is my purpose? He's like, your purpose is to get butter. And he's like, and the robot looks down at his hands. And he looks depressed. And he looks up. And he's like, oh my God. He's like, yeah, welcome to the party, pal. He's like, it's the most depressing thing ever, but it's just so funny. But
And one of the neat things about this show is that there is never a happy ending that is not somehow the result of horrible sacrifice. Like, there's an episode where they have to accept the reality they are in at the moment and allow the reality that they left, that is their home, they had to let that one die and accept an alternate reality in exchange. And that's how it ends.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah.
But
it's like it's so bad, but then you're just like, oh, it's just such black dark humor. It's so great. It's such a good show.
That sounds like that's a whole other show that we need to get into there. Right
we
there.
probably could. Like, we need to get you caught up on it. Then we dedicate a whole episode just to Rick and Morty, I think.
That sounds fun.
It's very you, Ed. It's very you.
You would really dig it.
Sounds like it. Yeah.
Good.
Good.
You know what? We almost have to dedicate a whole show to now. Republicomms. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Look at that spoon.
Ah, Darth Vader spoon.
Ah.
Is that how you take your cough syrup?
That's cool. Let's start doing a cough syrup like that.
That's the most metal way to do it. Who's on our Republicomm?
Republicomm. We've got let's see, we've got 2 voicemails and 1 emails, and let's kick it off with our pal Jamie Baca. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah!
That's metal.
Hello, guys. How's it going? It's Jimmy Baca here. Anyways, I was going to send a sound file, but apparently it didn't work, so I'm calling from outside the James Street pub. I had some nice brown gravy poutine for Carl. Anyways, yeah, my Muppet story. They held auditions for the Muppets in 2005 in Toronto, New York, and LA. So I got to go to the Toronto one because I was mentoring under Noreen Young, who did a lot of work for Fraggle Rock and stuff like that. Anyways, there was public auditions, but the day before there were private auditions, there were only me, like 3 other guys, and 2 of us made our way, you know, through like the voice tests and all that to actually work real Muppets. So I actually got to Fozzie Bear Muppet with a guy working the actual Kermit Muppet. It was, which is one of those moments that, you know, if I could stop time, that would be it. I don't care what I ever do musically or not musically. That was my moment. And the new movie was hilarious. I don't know if you guys have seen the new Muppet film, but it was awesome. Anyways, I don't know if this is 2 minutes or not, but love you guys.
Oh. Dude, you know what? I kind of wish you would have had that story for us on the Muppet episode because that is a great story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to hear more of that. Definitely.
Dude, do you ever feel like talking to Jamie Baca is almost like talking to a celebrity?
It feels that way sometimes.
Yeah.
Because he's so fabulous. That's all there is
Yeah,
to
he
it.
does.
We love all y'all, but he's fabulous.
I have a feeling that like whenever he like eats a bowl of cereal, he just fucking rocks the shit out of it.
Yeah.
He's pro level cereal eater. You know, it's like everything he does, it just seems like he does amazingly.
Yeah, it's always metal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Style and rhythm and good stuff.
Super cool story. Thanks for sharing it. I want to hear even more about it sometime. Like, we'll just have to find some way to get the rest of that story and just have them flesh it all out because I want to hear details. Because it's not every day that you have your hand up Fozzie Bear's ass and talking to Kermit. So.
Yeah, Lord knows we tried. At least that's what he called himself.
That's what SPX was for.
Hey, whoever gets you there, you know. All right, call 2 from our boy Jimmy Goff up in Wisconsin.
Loving him.
Hey guys, it's Jim. Since you guys don't have a topic this week, this is totally a vanity call on my part. I basically every time I call, it's just because I love hearing the sound of my own voice on YouTube and a podcast, you know. As I'm leaving this message, tomorrow is my birthday. And that is not a joke. My birthday is on April Fool's. Do you guys want to sing happy birthday to me? I don't know. You don't have to. But I thought it'd be fun. Maybe it won't be fun. Maybe you're afraid. Oh, my dogs. My dogs are always playing in here when I'm trying to talk. Shut up. Shut up. I'm going to get you. Hope you save room for my fist because I'm going to ram it in your stomach.
Absolutely awesome.
And it does. It seems like, well, you know, I have cats, and it seems like anytime I start doing something, like I play guitar or I'm talking to you guys, it's like cat, like especially my cat that passed away last year. She would, anytime I do anything, like something's going on in here, I gotta be a part of it. So
that's what they do. Always underfoot. They want to be where you are. It's love, but it's annoying. Well, before we start, everybody have their Google effects open. You're like some kind of Maori witch doctor. I love it.
Are we ready?
Yeah. Okay. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, Carl dropped your cake.
Happy birthday, dear
Jimmy Z.
Happy birthday to you. The worst part is, though, is I think there's a sync error because since we're doing it online. So I don't think it's just gonna be like whatever. We tried, Jim.
The heart is the sentiment is there. Okay, blow it out. Blow it. There it goes. All right, Mike. Professor Mike.
All right. So we have an email left, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Do it.
Email. Sorry. I would get rid of my party hat. Party's over. Okay, and our email, Republicomm, email, is from our pal Joshika, Josh Schwind, and he has a request. He wants it to be read in your best interpretation of a spy who thinks he's been compromised. Awesome. Anything goes. So, all right, here we go.
Anally compromised?
Hi, guys. Oh.
Yeah,
I hope you've been having. Whoa, there's a TIE fighter.
They say they don't build them like they used to, but thank God they do build them like that one is made. Anally compromised.
Yeah, I've heard.
He wasn't specific.
So we'll leave it to you. However you want to say however you want to compromise it.
Here it comes. Oh wait, all right. He thinks he's been compromised, so it's kind of like waking up thinking you've been probed by aliens. Encrypted data transmission. Transmitting location unknown. Hey guys. I keep hearing these rumors about Star Wars Episode 7, and I just heard one that started to make me worry. The rumor is that we may have Tony Stark be the creator of R2-D2, and I don't know how much truth there is to the rumor, but even if it isn't, what do you guys think about this obvious crossing of the streams by adding Marvel to the Star Wars universe in such an upfront way? I will try to find out more on the validity of the rumor before communicating it to the world via Facebook. As always, Joshika, over and out. I gotta go. End of transmission.
That was perfect.
There's a spy that's been anally compromised.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I haven't heard that rumor.
No.
But it would be interesting to see how they work it out, because seeing Star Wars is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. So I think time travel and space travel would both have to be present, which might make for a good story. I don't know.
And to me, it sounds a little bit like the members of NSYNC. Remember when they said that NSYNC was going to be in the new movie?
Oh yeah.
Right.
And it just
There's always it's always someone trolling, someone always trying to make trouble. So.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me.
There really is. And it's just rumors. And even when it says it's a news report, I mean, a lot of the places, even that pitiful rag of a website, Latino Review, will say like, Steve Johnson has just confirmed this rumor. Like, so you confirm that you heard a rumor?
Yeah.
Until it comes from Disney or Lucasfilm, it's still a rumor, guys. There's no two ways about that.
Because at that point you're like, is this just bad grammar, or are they just oblivious to what they're saying?
No, it's the details are hidden in there. It's like I don't know if you watched the commercials for like this fantastic new face cream that it decreases the visual appearance of fine lines. So it's just some junk you stick on your face that actually tightens your skin all out, but it's temporary.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a rumor that's been confirmed as a rumor, but it's still words that you can hear. So we're just saying them. So
yeah, it's
the way it's being said.
Yeah, it's no different from any other snake oil that's ever been sold before.
It's pretty much my rule. It's like if a headline ends in a question mark, it's bullshit.
There you go.
You're right. Good. Because a real journalist would get an answer and present the answer. They don't present questions.
Exactly.
Right. Oh, crazy nose itch. Oh. Oh, God. Seriously. It's like something's in there. Maybe it wasn't probed anally. He's probed nasally.
He went from his butt to his nose.
Get it out! Get it out! Oh.
It reminds me of Evolution. Did you ever see that one? Where it was David Duchovny and Orlando Jones? And it was kind of like...
I want to see that so bad.
There's a joke where they're getting ready to like get something out of his butt, and it's like turn him over. He's like, "There's like, doctor, what about lube? There's no time for lube. There's always time for lube."
There's always time for lube.
Yeah, that's great. Well, cool. Well, thanks Josh, and thanks Jamie and Jim, all you J people. But we accept other letters of the alphabet as well.
And
yeah, we need some M's up in this house.
Yeah. Maybe get real spicy. If we could get like a T or an R, that'd be amazing.
I love a T and an A.
That's youth talking.
That's wishful thinking, sir.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I was going to say Z, but I was like, there's no way we're getting a Z.
Yeah. I don't think there's too many Z's on the on the members list that we know of as yet, but give it time. We'll get a Z.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we have another week to hopefully attract a T, A, M, or Z. TAMS, the TAMS effect. I'm on Team TAMS. And yeah, you can always just hit us up at the Republicomm 407-409-8749. 2-minute limit, please. And as Carl mentioned before, there is a toll charge. It is not an 800 number. It is your dime. So if you're going to call, make it count. We also have the Republicomm email. The email system is up and running at voiceofrep@gmail.com. Anything else you'd like to know about us? What we're wearing when we're not on camera, below the waist, that kind of thing. That is all available on www.vorradio.com. So all that links to the podcast if you prefer audio, or if you want video, you can watch this TIE Fighter fall on my head, and that's all on YouTube. Get it there, man. Get it there. What else? Oh, geez, we're on Spreaker? Not Spreaker. I'm sorry. Stitcher. We're on that YouTubes. You can email me of WW. I know what I'm talking about here. You can stream the show right to your phone, whatever you do. So less hassle right there, man. That's what we got for this week, I believe.
I believe so.
I'm done. Over it.
Let's put a fork in it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Cool. So until next week, you guys, may the Force
be with.
That ass.